Welcome back. We're back with Angelina Jolie's court's major victory in Brad Pitt divorce case. So, let's go. Angelina Jolie scored a success in her fight in court with Brad Pitt on Friday as the private appointed authority managing their separation and guardianship matters was excluded from the situation. Geniuses Pitt and Jolie, who have 6 youngsters and were once Hollywood's most prominent couple, documented their marriage in 2016 and have remained secure in court fights since. Angelina Jolie scored a significant triumph in her separation with Brad Pitt when a California claims court concurred with her that the private adjudicator choosing who gets care of their youngsters ought to be precluded. The 2nd District Court of Appeal concurred with Jolie that Judge John W. Outerkirk didn't adequately uncover business associations with Pitt's lawyers. Judge Outerkirk's moral break, along with the data revealed concerning his new expert associations with Pitt's advice, may cause a goal individual, mindful of the relative multitude of realities, sensibly to engage in uncertainty regarding the appointed authority's capacity to be fair. Preclusion is required. The court dominated. The choice implies that the authority battle about 2 or 3 5 minor youngsters, which was approaching an end, could simply be just a beginning. The appointed authority previously administered the pair separated, yet isolated the kid care issues. In the same way as other superstar couples, Pitt and Jolie picked to employ their own appointed authority to build their security in the separation procedures. The Pitt's court administration depended on a specialized procedural issue. The realities haven't changed. There is a phenomenal measure of verifiable proof which drove the adjudicator and the numerous specialists who affirmed to arrive at their unmistakable decision about what is the kid's well-being. An assertion by Pitt's delegate said, "We will keep on doing what's fundamentally legitimately dependent on the itemized discoveries of what's best for the youngsters." Details of the authority decisions have not been openly delivered. Jolie and Pitt have 6 kids: 19-year-old Maddox, 17-year-old Pax, 16-year-old Zara, 15-year-old Shiloh, 12-year-old Vivian, and 12-year-old Knox. Just the 5 minors are dependent upon authority choices. Outerkirk declined to exclude himself when Jolie asked him to in a recording in August. A lower court judge decided that Jolie's solicitation for exclusion arrived too behind schedule. Jolie's lawyers then, at that point, bid. The July 9 oral contentions before the advanced court zeroed in on precisely which moral principles ought to apply to private adjudicators, who, as Outerkirk, are typically resigned predominant court judges. In case you will assume the part of a paid private adjudicator, you need to carry on honestly and the principles are exceptionally clear. They require full straightforwardness. Jolie's lawyer Robert Olson said, "Matters that ought to have been uncovered were not unveiled." Pitt lawyer Theodore Buttress said, "The endeavor at preclusion was a slowing down strategy by Jolie to keep Outerkirk's new conditional guardianship choice, which is good for Pitt from coming full circle." The court referred to a few cases, including the separation of current family co-maker Stephen Levitan, in which Outerkirk either flopped altogether to uncover a business relationship with Pitt's lawyers or neglected to unveil one rapidly or enough. The board addressed whether such a game plan ought to be permitted in California by any means. However, their decision applies just to Outerkirk. Jolie, 46, and Pitt, 57, were among Hollywood's most unmistakable couples for a very long time. Outerkirk administered 2 or 3's 2014 wedding. At that point, was employed to regulate their separation when Jolie recorded to break up the marriage in 2016. They were announced separated in April 2019 after their legal counselors requested a judgment that permitted a wedded couple to be pronounced single while different issues remained, including funds and kid authority. In May, Jolie and her lawyers reprimanded Outerkirk for not permitting a few kids to affirm in the procedures. The entertainer likewise said the adjudicator has neglected to sufficiently consider a part of the California Courts Code which says it is unfavorable to the well-being of the kid in case authority is granted to an individual with a background marked by aggressive behavior at home. Her recording didn't give insights concerning what it was alluding to. However, her attorneys presented a report under seal in March that purportedly offers extra data. The decision doesn't address whether the kids ought to be permitted to affirm the situation. Whatever follows will surely come to you as a surprise, but we will make sure to be the first ones to deliver it to you. Stay tuned to know more. Until then, stay safe. Before you leave, make sure that you share, subscribe, and like the video.